Right, hello, and as you can see, I'm in the game client today, and as the title suggests, we're going to do the pick'ems real quick. Now, this might be a little bit different to what I did in the last catch-up video from the RMR, as the pick'ems is a game, not my actual predictions. I believe what I'm going to pick here is correct, obviously, but there's more at stake here. Yeah, that juicy diamond coin that we all want, we all aspire to get, is on offer. Now, quickly, I thought I would just start off by showing the pass that you'll need to purchase. There is pass and tokens options. I would recommend just getting the pass. You're paying double for 3 tokens, which always go on offer basically right at the end towards the major cycle. And the souvenirs, they're incredibly rare to get anything good from it, so it's not really worth paying double your money. Quick tip for you guys. If this was Dota, when our money might go straight to the main prize pool, then I might have a different opinion. But it doesn't, because we have to be different for some reason. Right. Heading over to the UI, it's the same as usual, okay? And of course, we need to just get 5 correct here. Yeah, so that's 5 teams that we think are gonna basically make it, maybe one that isn't, and we just need to get those correct. Now, the idea thing, if I was doing my pick'ems, and as I said, if I was doing my predictions, and as I mentioned in the predictions video, I think Vitality are a hard lock to be 3-0, right? However, if they drop a map, yeah, and they go 3-3-1, because I don't think they're gonna miss out at any point, then I don't get any points for them here. So the way to game the system is to pick someone who is potentially going to get a 3-0 from the group, yeah, but they aren't like hard locked. Okay, for that, I think I'm probably going to go for. Let's think about this. Out of these teams, I'm going to put. Someone who's just going to get 2 easy best of 1 wins and a best of 3. I think OG might be able to get themselves a 3-0 here. Yeah, I think they're a decent squad. They're still coming online. I really like some of the pieces on this lineup. I think Dexter is legit, and I think you give him more time on this lineup, the better he's going to get. You've got Nexa, who's done this once before, or went all the way to the grand final. He really is one of those IGLs who just managed to get all of his parts firing at the top of their game, right? Think back to when G2 last made their run at a major. Nexa was fragging okay, but Hunter played some of his best Counter-Strike that he has in his entirety of the career, and Nico also played lights out, and they just ran into what was the best team and the best player in the world at the time, losing to Navi in that final. However, if you look at the team players he's got here, players like Neofrag and Fiku, yeah, these guys actually are fragging pretty well. Obviously, they haven't got a lot of experience here, but Dexter made it to the semi-final of the last one. I think they are good enough to get through. They do stand a chance to losing a map to someone like a Vitality or a Cloud9, maybe even a Big, right? And that's why I'm gonna put them in the 3-0 because I think someone like Vitality is a hard lock to get through for sure. Other teams I have a lot of confidence in. Cloud9, that's for sure. I think these 2 teams are actually more likely to be my 3-0 candidates. Um, but guaranteed points there. Yeah, risky, guaranteed. I might change this for an even riskier pick because I think OG are going to get through, and so like I want to get guaranteed points, obviously. So they might be a good choice. We'll look at the O3 real quick because these are the most obvious choices for me so far. O3 is another really obvious choice. It's either going to be Greyhound or it's going to be IHC. They've come from a weakened region which haven't had a lot of game time this year due to COVID. It's very difficult to get out to the Asian markets. If you look at who ended up being a part of the 4 teams in the Asia qualifier, it wasn't even the top dogs. Yeah, there wasn't like a Tyloo knocking about. They already been knocked out. There was like a weird mixed team that had some Saudi Arabian like some Middle Eastern players. I can't remember where they were from. Had some weird like GG something. I can't remember what they were called. And then they also had like 2 Russian players. I don't think these guys are going to be able to match anything. It's just who do I have less confidence in? Probably Greyhound. IHC 0-3 last year. Probably will be 0-3 again. Do I think they can really beat anyone here? No, no. Greyhound, could they beat anyone? We'll go AHC just to play it safe. Greyhound is Australian teams sometimes just get a little bit of early steam and they roll. Right. Now I need to see if I can get myself basically my guaranteed 5 from here. So I think this is a hard lock, definitely. Yes, that's 1 point. These two, that's 3 points for me. Who else do I think is definitely going to give me the points? Fnatic. I think Fnatic have been pretty good. I think they've got enough potential to get through this next stage. Outsiders. Do I trust outsiders? They're fucking horrible to play against, that's for sure. I'll put them down there. I'm not 100% confident just yet. Do I think Evil Geniuses are going to get through? Now, a lot of people got quite excited by Evil Geniuses because they only lost to Liquid, right? And that's why they're in this part of the stage. Breeze and Cirque played half decent. Nealon overperformed, I feel like. He had some really sick straight spray transfers. You'd have to watch the demos to see that. His statistics weren't always there. The 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 team doesn't convince me. And as I've mentioned before, if the going gets tough, are they just going to self collapse again? Yeah, because then you're going to be looking at the two new guys who've just stepped in. Automatic legit, of course. EG definitely could make it out, but they definitely could hit some stumbling blocks. Something like a big, even without their main lineup, big still are someone who could trip up a squad like Evil Geniuses. Mouse, Mouse. They almost lost to Sangal on the way out. Now Sangal are look to be a legit team. They played quite well recently in like the Rotterdam Challenge or whatever. Um, but they were super close to dropping out. Do I think I've got my 5 points? Potentially, potentially there. I think we'll put in Mouse just because, in theory, they should get through. 0 Nation. I predicted them to go through in my last video. Are they worth the points? I went and watched some more of their gameplay. It was shaky at best. Imperial, this is where it ends for them. Furia can get through this next stage. And now the last two spots. I don't think there's enough teams here to trip up outsiders, so I'm going to say outsiders get through. Here's the issue of my remaining lineups. Greyhound's a definite no. Imperial, I think, is also a definite no. 0 Nation, they're going to be on the edge. Gamer Legion played very well. They're going to be on the edge. 9Z, they did play well. Very consistent. They get an early start. Maybe they win their first two matches. They could get rolling in the best of ones. And then they just have to trip up and win one best of three. There's plenty of squads that they could beat a best of three against here. Bad News Eagles, I just don't have enough confidence in doing them. Evil Geniuses, I don't have enough confidence in them either. I'm going to put 9Z in. I like the lineup. They got decent firepower. They might have a couple issues with nerves in this first stage, but I think their peak is getting past this next bit. Do I want to change OG out? I think I do. So what I'll do is I'll take them out, and as I'm less confident in outsiders, I'll put outsiders here, OG in as a lock. Yeah. So then I think my points will come from here: OG, Fnatic, Cloud9, Vitality. Yeah. And then I just need one of these guys to make it through. Oh shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then one of these three just have to qualify. Right. Am I confident in that? I don't sound confident, do I? Doesn't look confident. Interesting. Right, well, let's just once again go back over my reasons for picking these squads. Outsiders, horrible to play against. They could definitely win a best of three when they get there, but it will drag out and it'll be horrible. Do I have super confidence in them? No, because they could definitely lose a best of one. And there's certainly teams out there, like a 9Z, maybe even a Gamer Legion, yeah, I think a bad news Eagles who are big could be outsiders. That's why I'm not confident in them. I don't have enough confidence to put them going through necessarily. Hence why I'm putting my 3-0. I'm happy with that. 0-3, Hardlock. Vitality, Cloud9, Fnatic. Those are my ones I'm super sure about. Let's just switch this around for just the sake. I think these 4 definitely go through. These 3, I'm not that confident in. But I'm also not confident in any of these others. So that's where we'll leave it. Right. A roundabout thought process. I know we got there. The reasons why it's more difficult is I just want the points, obviously. And I'm going to lock those in. Feel free to show me some screenshots down in the comments with what you're going for. Yeah, are you just going to play it legit and actually put who you think your 3-0 is? I'll be interested to see. I'm obviously aiming for that diamond coin this time around, as I missed it last time. But yeah, feel free to call me an idiot in the comments. I always love that. Or give me some lovely feedback. Leaving comments really helps me out. They help get more people interacting with the videos, obviously puts them more out. At the end of the day, this is a side project of mine, but I appreciate any and extra views, comments, likes, all that kind of stuff. Thank you very much. There'll be more pickup videos coming soon. Catch you in the next one.